the team will be able to start off on the T side, but you know,
again, then 5 armors on the CT side.
Yeah, they want to fight, man. They want to fight. But as you say, you know, if NIP don't get off to that good start, they don't win the pistol round, then there is a real shot here for EnVyUs to have that good CT half. But they need to have a good CT half here, and first and foremost, it's about getting those headshots, and ECS will be leading the charge there as we see a bit of aggression. I like that they had 2 people peeking that angle straight away. And look at this, it's like a traffic diversion here. IP diverted all the way to the A bomb site.
And right now it's a good call because most of EnVyUs' focus is towards the B and the mid area. Only Apex, I think it is, towards the CT spawn area by himself. And Force just threw the one smoke they had exactly for that position, so still gonna be tricky.
Yeah, it's funny, a lot of teams would just stay in the Biats, but NIP immediately rotated and they're gonna beat the rotation here. Oh, going straight in for Happy as he reloads, but Happy still gets the reload off, gets the frag as well, and his pistol play so far has been picture perfect. We'll have to see if he can continue that streak as the rest of his teammates are coming in now. Just get right, and there you go. What a shutdown. EnVyUs will start off with the CT pistol, but the bomb went down, and if I was NIP, I probably would be heavily considering a set piece with a force buy in this next round.
5 armors are OP then on CT pistols.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's actually pretty hard for the CTs to defend against a full execute. It would have been better for NIP if they got some kills, then they would have had more money for grenades, but right now it looks like they're just going to eco and buy the next round.
Yep, makes a lot of sense as well. You can really make both arguments for NIP because their buy rounds are really strong, and they probably feel against EnVyUs. Maybe EnVyUs themselves are so are unstable or will make so many mistakes that they just want to play the most basic game that they can, perhaps. And what kind of round would you expect from NIP? You know, you're facing EnVyUs in the next round. You know, assuming that NIP does somehow win this round with some crazy play.
Well, seeing as how they saw that Kenny only has a CC, they're probably expecting an op from him in the next round. So it could be a number of things. I think they will have enough money for 5 ops, so they might go for a pretty fast B split. It's going to be hard for them to just go for mid control and then put the bomb side up because they won't have all the molotovs and all the flashes for it. So either that or faking mid control and then going maybe for an execute towards the B bomb site.
So not A? You don't think they will touch A?
It's definitely a possibility, but in my opinion it's a bit too predictable with the buy they have.
Right. I think
considering
that's a good point.
that they were ecoing, so...
That's actually a really good point. I like that. I like it. Would have loved if they would have just run through A. Of course. Like, get wrecked, Jack, get wrecked.
Of course, Yanko, you don't know what you're talking about. That's why you're not playing, you're talking.
So, looks like we will see smoke here, the very, very typical cat smoke, but it's delayed. And that's interesting. But EnVyUs is not going to be finding anything. He's going to get actually trapped. This is kind of cool. I wonder if they realize that Molotov won't cover the corner. But the smoke will kind of give the game away that ECS is there. ECS is going to get hit in the face by a smoke, rather a flashbang, but he otherwise will be okay. And NIP have mid.
This is what I said was going to be tricky for NIP. They do manage to get mid control and put Get right in that ladder room, also existing connector. But now they're only left with 2 smokes and 2 flashes, which I suppose one is going to be for jungle and other one maybe for CT spawn, and then they're going to go together from ramp and connector with Getright lurking. But I dislike that they don't have anyone in A apps to trade kills from that position. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah, ECS down at 1 HP now, finished off by Exist with a quick headshot. Happy's in Palace. He might be quite annoying. I don't know if they count on this. This is kind of the one weakness of NIP's play, is that they don't have anybody in Palace to clear this. And okay, Freiberg is there on Sandwich, so he's able to stare into this position, as we can see. And I think you know, Happy needs a distraction to commit to this play. Maybe now he's going to start going as the rest of his teammates push in. In fact, exactly that happens. After Pit makes that frag, Happy goes in for the trade from Palace. But now his position is known. He's been smoked off. He's going to be flanked here by Forest. Good night, Happy. And the rest of his team is also dead for the round of NIP. So they make the A play work after securing mid control and forward positions on 2 players, as you mentioned. And nice little pop flashes here and there.
Yeah, they managed to make it work in the end, but I think it was Happy again being a bit too passive. By the time he was getting flashed in to take a peek, doesn't achieve anything. NIP already has control of window room, so I felt that since they lost some map control early on, he had to go be more aggressive with his positioning, try and get a kill or two earlier on.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And now, EnVyUs into this spy, which for some would not make a lot of sense. And against NIP, who will be running anti-ecos, you got to be cognizant that maybe you don't get to fire those scouts before a bomb site's lost. And that's the big risk of this buy from EnVyUs, is that they need to convert on these scout purchases, but will they? I'm not sure.
They will not. They will not.
It's very unlikely, isn't it? NDK is in a good position, and he is somewhat of a scout master. Finds a headshot onto Forest and assist as well. And that's why the scout can be dangerous, but you do wonder to some extent why the end of the walkway was not smoked off in, or something. Smoke.
True. Especially knowing that MBK loves playing that position with the scout, and he is extremely proficient with it, as we just saw. So a bit of a blunder, but round's still not over there.
No, but Get Right will eliminate Devil, who was the main threat in this round, and now it's just going to be Apex left with the scout, and he's going to get tagged up and finished off by Get Right. So in the end, it will be the round won by NIP, but even with just 3 frags, you have to wonder that, okay, sure, economy damage onto NIP, but surely EnVyUs should be thinking more about their own economy in some respects.
Yeah, I think they realized that they are not going to have enough money to buy in this round either, but they wanted to have a good buy in the next round, right? In round number 6. So they just bought a couple of scouts, some pistols. The players that had a bit more money, maybe, thinking that they could get lucky. But this is an eco for them with a couple of pistols, and they're focusing on the next round.
But what if, Yanko, your percentage chance to win that last round is about 10-15% with that bot, or to do damage that's significant enough? That's the question. It seems like NIP. The numbers that they've been showing, as you highlighted previously, they're one of the teams where there is the strongest argument to go for those full ecos. Nothing done in this round here by EnVyUs either, so far. Frag from Apex, but that's it.
What I would maybe do against NIP is maybe force, and then try and gamble on a bomb site, right? Stack a bomb site with at least 4 people. And if they come my way, then I have a decent chance of winning the round. But if they don't, then I can just save again. Because the problem against a team like NIP right now, seeing how they're really efficient on their T sides, is you on one hand you don't want to go double eco and give them a really good economy, because then you have to fight them on full gun rounds. You need to win 2 in a row, which is going to be difficult when they have all of their utility, right? So you ideally would like to have a healthy buy for yourself, but also put some pressure on them so that you can only win 1 gun round and maybe force them to at least have a weak buy if they're going to buy, or maybe to even go for a full eco.
It makes a lot of sense too, because if let's say you even guess wrong 2 rounds in a row, you can try to save the Kevlar, make them work for the kills.
Exactly.
And so there's actually a lot of logic there. I like that a lot. I don't think I've ever seen a team go for that approach, which is very strange. But either way, here comes the push from NIP. Very fast B. Set piece coming in. MBK close with the M4. Let's see if he's able to do this. 1 frag traded. Not good enough, really, for EnVyUs to really hold on to this bomb site. As we can see, NIP are in there now. Although the bomb still needs to make its way out of the apartment still. I guess that they are really trying to make sure that everything is smoked off very, very fully and thoroughly before they push in. And now finally Get Right last man out of the B apartments. We'll go for the plant, but everyone's dead already. Everyone's already dead. So very, very safe player there with the bomb, but beautiful execution in the end from NIP, getting all the frags.
Just shows their versatility, right? That they can change the pace as well, surprise EnVyUs. Maybe they know that Kenny likes to go for that jump, and then when he does that, MBK is pretty much by himself towards the B bomb site. And you could see them just throwing the typical smoke towards mid to distract Kenny from the B bomb site, and then just with 1 or 2 simple flashes towards B, they explode there, and MBK simply can't get more than 1 kill in that position.
But speaking of more than 1 kill, we got Apex with a double. And That is a little bit scary, isn't it? We've got him sitting in the apps now with a gun, although he's only got 5 HP. But MIP now, their attention split between so many positions with only 3 players. It's very hard to deal with. But I thought Forrest was going to get that, but he doesn't. It's Get Right, he picks it up. He's down low now, 22 HP, and in comes Apex from the back. Exist. That frag was so incredibly important, but there's still a very solid chance for MBK to pull this off. He just has to connect 2 bullets, one with Get Right and one with Exist, and he wins this round. But he has no kit, so there it is. Good headshot position, making life difficult for MBK, and NIP win the round. Very close though, thanks to that play in the apps by Apex.
Running and gunning with the 5-7, pretty powerful.
It's good, man. But pretty good.
Yeah, another full buy for EnVyUs. Kenny with the op again. Let's see if they try to go for an aggressive play right now. Maybe push towards mid or flash into a ramp, because the standard play hasn't worked for them in the first round.
Yeah, indeed. Well, bomb towards the slope.
Same old.
NIP. As well. Start to work into some forward positions. NIP still trying to work on moving their players in, and I like this. The forward smoke in connector allows Friday to enter quite easily. He's always going to do this. He's going to pop flash through. There's a player in the stairs. Friday playing for it. Just got to drag that spray across. You can see that he's a little bit frustrated there with that the slowness to that kill, but he does get it regardless because the pop flash was so strong, and that is a wrap.
I mean, we're talking about Kenny S, right? One of the best oppers in the world, and how how oppers could be influential on Mirage. NIP in the first 2 gun rounds completely negating his influence. Like, he could not get a shot off basically here, and you can see the problem of giving up map control and not reacting. NIP just managed to pick off all the players of EnVyUs on both short, window room, connector, and then in the end towards the A-apps. They need to be more reactive on their CT side. They need to maybe try and group up if they're already not going to fight for mid control.
Danko, Happy has the AWP. And
finally, the best opper in the game gets his hand.
I was just about to say.
And of course, gets a kill immediately, and they're going to win the round now. So, Happy, obviously, a better opper than Kenny S, guys.
It's just so funny. I was just thinking, like, okay, what's wrong with this picture? You got Kenny S looking down middle from window with a FAMAS. Happy's running into apps with it all. What's going on?
I mean, the only thing is with that, in a situation like